If B vitamins were all it took to heal your nerves, you wouldn't still be struggling with neuropathy. But for so many people dealing with numbness, burning, tingling, or pain in their lower legs and feet, B vitamins are the first thing they try. When they don't work, they're just left confused and frustrated. I'm Dr. Smith with the Neuropathy Doctors, and today I want to explain why B vitamins are not the magic bullet that they're made out to be, and what actually works instead. So if you caught Dr. Irvin's recent video about people who are diabetic but still have neuropathy, this is going to feel like the next logical step. Because one of the most common recommendations people hear, especially when doctors don't know what else to do, is just take some B6 or B12. But unfortunately, that advice really falls short of the intended goal, which is ultimately to reverse and overcome your neuropathy, right? I'm going to explain why that's the case. But before we go any further, if you've ever wondered which supplements are actually worth taking for your neuropathy, we've created a free resource. It's called the Neuropathy Cheat Sheet, and it's going to walk you through the top 4 supplements that are an absolute must in any neuropathy treatment plan if it's going to be successful. You can grab it using the link in the description. It's a great place to start. Now, let's talk about why B vitamins get so much hype, especially B1, B6, and B12. These are the ones that are often recommended for neuropathy because they do play a role in nerve metabolism and repair. And there's truth to that. We use some of them with our clients too, and this is a key distinction, only as part of a complete protocol, never as a standalone fix. And that's what we run into with people who aren't sure what they're doing. We see it all the time, because here's the problem. When you Google what helps neuropathy, or when your doctor only has 10 minutes to talk with you, the easiest thing for them to suggest is a B complex. Why is that? Well, it's cheap, it's safe, it sounds scientific, and for a small group of people with true B vitamin deficiencies, it might even help temporarily. But for the vast majority of our clients, that's not the issue, which is exactly why we put together that neuropathy cheat sheet that I mentioned, because we want to help people to stop wasting time and money on random bottles from the vitamin aisle. So let's talk about why B vitamins aren't enough and how it can actually backfire. You see, neuropathy has dozens of root causes, and vitamin deficiencies are just one small piece of the puzzle. We've worked with hundreds of clients who were taking B12 shots, sublingual drops, benfotiamine, or high-dose B6, sometimes for years with zero improvement. Like Roger, who came to us after his doctor kept telling him, just stay on the B12 for 10 years. But his symptoms just kept getting worse. And when he actually tested his levels, they were through the roof. He was overdosing on B12. And it wasn't helping because it wasn't what his body actually needed. But once we were able to get him adjusted to the right supplements in the right amounts, here's the impact that it had.
I think the numbness has gone away. I think I feel things better. I can feel down there because I was really hesitant sometimes to drive because I wasn't quite sure I knew where that foot was. But I'm very comfortable driving now. There's no sharp stabbing things now. The uncomfortableness of the neuropathy is less.
The truth is, supplements are powerful, but only when used strategically and almost never by themselves, the way we see people take B6 or B12 based on misguided recommendations or what they've read online. Like our client M, who'd been on a high dose of B complex she bought off of Amazon. It actually made her feel worse because it turns out the B6 dose was so high that it was actually causing nerve irritation, not healing. But here she is now.
For me, the change has been, my feet don't cramp anymore. I can sleep. The sleep thing has been huge because my legs aren't cramping. I mean, I've had points in my life where I ended up like standing up, trying to get cramps to stop. I don't have that anymore. That's been a huge change. The numbness is, it's not 100% better. I'm not back to what my feet felt like before they changed, but it's so much better.
So here's what to focus on instead, and what we've learned after working with thousands of neuropathy cases. You absolutely, unequivocally do need the right supplements in the right amounts, taken together, not separately. And they must be combined with the right therapies that actually regenerate and heal the nerves. That's exactly what we do in the 90-day neuropathy reset. But even if you're just starting to learn about this, you can begin making smarter decisions. And one of the easiest places to start is by understanding which supplements are actually worth your time and money and which are really just hype. If you're unsure where to begin, that's exactly why we made the free supplement cheat sheet. You'll find the link in the description below. It's yours to download and start putting to use today. So listen, if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. B vitamins, they're not bad. They're just wildly overhyped as a solo solution. And when people rely on them as their only strategy, they waste time, they waste money, and sometimes they even make their neuropathy worse. We believe that you deserve better than guesswork. That's why our approach has always been comprehensive, and it's why our clients get the results that they do. I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates with you just a little bit. And as a quick reminder, if you missed Dr. Irvin's video about why people with neuropathy don't have to be diabetic, definitely check that out next because it connects directly to everything we just covered in this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.